The most terrifying and mystery-shrouded place on Earth lies hidden in a remote corner of the Pacific Ocean, just east of the Philippines. The world knows it as the Mariana Trench, but in reality, this place is a bottomless, enigmatic abyss where plunging down means vanishing into eternal darkness. Nearly 11,000 meters deep, not a single ray of sunlight can ever reach here. Down in this void, the crushing pressure feels as though countless invisible giants are trying to pulverize your body. Very few nations have ever dared to enter this gateway to hell. But recently, one nation has thrown all caution to the wind and plunged headfirst into the deepest corners of the world. Yes, China. They are no longer just conducting basic research, they are deploying advanced robots to the ocean floor, plotting to build permanent underwater bases. They are desperate to stake an early claim on the priceless minerals and resources buried deep within the Earth's crust. Meanwhile, the United States and many Western nations seem to have lost their appetite for deep-sea exploration. This begs the question, what is truly hidden in the depths of the Mariana Trench? Why is China so desperate? Why are they building a fortress of robots under the sea? Today, we unveil the truth. While the surface of the ocean sparkles with bright sunlight, the world changes drastically as you descend. Down to about 200 meters, the water is filled with light and teeming with life. But beyond that, the empire of darkness begins. The deeper you go, the more the light fades, and the water pressure increases terrifyingly. It feels as if a massive, invisible hand is slowly tightening its grip around you. At 1 kilometer down, sunlight vanishes entirely, giving rise to an eerie, alien world. Here, creatures generate their own bioluminescent light from their bodies to hunt for prey. Go deeper, and you encounter the bizarre: squids with impossibly long arms and bloated, translucent fish, thriving effortlessly under extreme pressure and absolute pitch-black darkness. At about 4,000 meters lies the abyssal zone. In this perpetual darkness, the ocean floor is covered entirely in thick sediment, resembling a barren, underwater desert. Yet beneath this mud lies billions of years of Earth's history. A continuous drizzle of dead plankton, fish debris, and dust drifts down from above, creating a carbon-rich layer known as marine snow. This has formed a massive, hidden reservoir of carbon. Food is incredibly scarce here, so very few creatures survive, but occasionally a rare event occurs. When a massive whale dies and sinks to the ocean floor, a spectacular phenomenon occurs: a whale fall. Around its carcass, an entirely new ecosystem suddenly blossoms, thriving for decades in the wasteland. Past 6,000 meters, the true reign of the trench begins. At this depth, the pressure is 600 times greater than at the surface. At the very bottom, nearly 11,000 meters down, lies Challenger Deep, the deepest point on Earth. Here, scientists have discovered bizarre, giant, single-celled organisms and translucent, bone-white shrimp-like creatures. Astonishingly, for decades, humans only managed to touch the bottom of Challenger Deep and return alive twice. The first was in 1960 by two brave explorers, Jacques Piccard and Don Walsh. The second was in 2012 by the legendary filmmaker James Cameron. Later, explorer Victor Vescovo made a few more descents. But in 2020, China changed the game. They sent 3 aquanauts to the terrifying bottom of the Mariana Trench inside their submersible Fenduza, rewriting history. And the Chinese didn't stop there. They aggressively accelerated their pace, developing smaller, highly agile, autonomous underwater vehicles and silent robots. They are building an underwater empire before anyone else even realizes what's happening. In 2024, China deployed a robot no larger than a shoebox. This tiny device scanned the ocean floor entirely on its own and returned safely. This proved a terrifying shift. Where massive multi-million-dollar submersibles were once required, fleets of tiny, cheap robots can now map and dominate the entire ocean floor silently in swarms. But why? Because beneath this crushing darkness lies an unimaginable fortune of natural resources and scientific anomalies. Take methane hydrate, for instance. It looks exactly like ice, yet it bursts into flames when ignited. It is called fire ice. Scientists believe this could be the ultimate fuel of the future. But the danger is catastrophic. Attempting to extract this frozen gas could destabilize the ocean floor, triggering massive underwater landslides or releasing colossal plumes of methane gas that could poison both the ocean and our atmosphere. Furthermore, the seabed is littered with potato-sized rocks called polymetallic nodules. These are packed with rare earth metals vital for modern batteries, electric vehicles, and the future of global technology. In the coming century, the demand for these materials will skyrocket. The nations left behind in this deep-sea race will be locked out of the future global economy. China knows this, and they are moving at lightning speed to secure tomorrow's alternative to oil. The geopolitical chess game goes even deeper. The entire modern world's communication network relies heavily on the ocean floor. Millions of kilometers of undersea submarine cables carry the global internet, trillions of dollars in banking transactions, and highly sensitive military intelligence. They look rugged, but they are incredibly vulnerable. A single misplaced ship anchor or a trawler net can sever them, crippling global communication. And this is where China showcased a terrifying capability. They demonstrated a cable repair robot capable of descending thousands of meters to locate specific cables. But a robot that can repair a cable in the dark can also silently cut one. While there is no proof they have used it maliciously, the mere existence of this technology has sent shockwaves through Western intelligence agencies. If these deep-sea arteries fall under the control of a single superpower, global security, commerce, and communication could be brought to its knees at the push of a button. The deep ocean has officially transformed from a frontier of scientific wonder into a fierce, invisible geopolitical battleground. In this high-stakes game, China is sprinting ahead. They aren't just exploring anymore, they are establishing a permanent presence, setting up advanced deep-sea stations, and positioning cutting-edge tech to control these priceless resources. The nation that invests in deep-sea technology today will hold the keys to the world tomorrow. As Western nations cut budgets and lose focus, China is poised to ascend the invisible throne of the deep sea. This uncharted abyss, which humanity has feared for millennia, is now the ultimate key to our future. But if the knowledge, resources, and control of this deep frontier fall entirely into a single pair of hands, the cost will not be paid by one nation alone. The entire human civilization will bear the consequences.